Hello, everyone. My name is Tim Tang from Hughes, and today I have the privilege of speaking with Rajeev Gopal from Hughes Advanced Programs. Rajeev, can you tell us what is the state of private 5G today?
Well, first of all, thank you, Tim, for having me here. So 5G is ready for high-end, high-value areas, campuses, installations associated with manufacturing, healthcare facilities, utilities, refineries, mining, and it has the right set of security, uh, coverage, capacity, so that unique use cases can be taken care of. So 5G is ready for prime time, especially 5G private networks for these challenging and critical use cases.
Rajeev, you've been the architect of a major private 5G implementation for the Navy. Can you talk about that?
Sure. So about 3 years ago, U.S. Navy, Department of Defense, they also highlighted the need to leverage 5G technologies, Open RAN, and we created a custom architecture, custom design for Whidbey Island. It's about a couple of hours from Seattle, and it's actually a flight line. So there are dozens of planes which help us protect the country. And these planes, they have hangars and they have runways, and they need to be refueled. So anything which happens in an airport, just make it faster and more critical. And we have to make sure that we have coverage for this flight line and also the hangars so that plane diagnostics, maintenance, refueling, that can be done in a more efficient fashion. So that was the set of use cases. And we designed the network, did a quick demo, deployed it, and it has been running since early 2023 in Whidbey Island.
When it comes to implementing 5G in that kind of situation, can you talk through what are some of the technical challenges that you need to design around?
So technical challenges are similar to what we have seen in this industry. So you look at what sort of data rates are needed, what will be the coverage. You have to take care of security so that the bad guys can be kept outside. And then you also want to make sure that all the new features of 5G can be leveraged. Especially there was a new feature called local cloud, multi-access edge compute. So that you can run certain applications, low latency applications, right there on site. So we systematically went through it. We had our design reviews. We did prototyping to help mitigate all the risks early on in the factory. And after that prototyping, we went through factory test, took all the equipment, deployed it, and everything ran as expected per plan. So this following this process was very helpful in making sure that we are able to deliver this network on time and ready for a variety of use cases.
When we talk about enterprise 5G, there's a lot of discussion about standalone networks. Can you speak to that?
So that's a good point. There are a variety of ways in which you can bring in a generation of cellular technologies. 5G standalone meant you are starting with a clean slate. So you are able to benefit from all the performance, all the spectral efficiency associated with 5G waveforms, and more importantly, security. So that's what a standalone sort of represents, that you have the brand new 5G as opposed to mix and match between 4G and 5G. So we selected 5G standalone, and customer loved that approach. And that was the reason they asked us to deploy this network at Whidbey Island. One of the reasons.
Can you explain what the advantages of Open RAN is?
So thank you for bringing Open RAN into this picture as well. So you know that as a company, EchoStar, several years ago, we figured out the benefits of Open RAN, which is basically a software-based architecture, so that you can bring in multiple players as opposed to buying boxes from just two or three companies. So this promotes innovation, interoperability, and ultimately it works out well for both the provider and the end users. Because if you are able to run something well and it is lower cost, better interoperability, then you are able to do more with the investment. So we saw that on our commercial side under EchoStar networking, and we followed the same approach for this Whidbey Island installation as well.
And could you maybe speak to, as a solution provider, what was Hughes's role in this whole program?
So Hughes was the lead company here. We primed the program. We did the system design. We selected vendors. we got a spectrum from our sister company, part of EchoStar, and we essentially played the role of, as I said, the system designer, system integrator, and right now we are remotely operating the network. So it's a complex, complete network. And at the same time, everything on the RAN side, core side, local cloud. We also provide satellite connectivity so that you can take this network anywhere in the world, a similar network. All that is done by Hughes.
Excellent, excellent. Maybe one last question. When you look down the road, what do you see happening next with 5G?
So 5G has a great future. It's a unifying factor, and you must have seen a lot of news about direct to device. So we have been a satellite communications company, and we also have a strong portfolio now in 5G. The future is putting these things together so that you take your smartphone anywhere in the world, and you are connected either through tower or through satellites. So, and of course, you can have AI, ML make more improvements with respect to efficiency and effectiveness, more security. But to me personally, this being able to use your smartphone anywhere in the world would be a game changer.
Excellent. Rajeev, thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you, Tim.
Everyone, I've been speaking with Rajeev Gopal from our Hughes Advanced Programs.